Ever wondered how the buildings you live in are made? Today we delve into the world of cement, the rock-hard hero of construction. Cement, often underappreciated, is the unsung hero that forms the backbone of our homes, our offices, and our cities. It's the stuff that keeps our world standing tall, the gray matter that binds bricks and dreams together. So buckle up as we take you on a journey from humble limestone to the gray gold that is cement. Our journey begins with the extraction of raw material, primarily limestone and clay. Now don't worry, we're not going spelunking. These materials are obtained from the earth through a process called quarrying. Imagine it as the world's most intense treasure hunt, where the treasure is, well, rocks. The quarrying process involves drilling, blasting, and hauling the materials from large open pits. It's like a monumental game of connect the dots. But instead of a charming picture, you get heaps of limestone and clay, and trust me, in the world of cement manufacturing, that's pretty exciting stuff. These materials are then crushed into smaller pieces because, let's face it, no one wants to lug around giant rocks. The crushed materials are then ready to be sent for the next step. If you thought quarrying was cool, just wait until you see what happens next. Once we have our raw materials, it's time to turn up the heat, literally. Now that we have our raw materials, we need to crush them into a fine powder. And by we, I mean massive, powerful machines, not your kitchen blender. These behemoths reduce limestone, clay, and other materials into a consistency that's finer than the sand on your favorite beach. Then comes the mixing, where these fine particles are combined in just the right proportions. It's like making a cake, but instead of a delicious dessert, we're creating the building blocks of civilization. No pressure, right? Next, we introduce our mixture to Mr. Rotary Kiln, a giant, rotating oven that heats our raw material blend to a scorching 1500 degrees Celsius. That's roughly 3 times hotter than your average pizza oven. And what do we get after this intense heating process? A substance known as clinker. Imagine tiny, hard, gray pebbles. It might not look like much, but it's the first step to creating our building superstar. What comes out of this fiery furnace is a new substance called clinker, the first step to our building superstar. With our clinker ready, it's time for a grind. Now, the clinker, our little rock star, has just come out of a sizzling hot performance in the kiln, and it's time to cool down. Imagine it's just finished a rock concert, and it needs a nice cold shower. That's exactly what happens. The clinker is rapidly cooled down to a humanly touchable temperature. Once it's cool as a cucumber, it's time for a makeover. The clinker is ground down into a fine powder, finer than the sand on a tropical beach. But wait, there's more. A small amount of gypsum is added during this grinding process. Think of the gypsum as the salt to our clinker's pepper. It helps control the setting time of the cement when it's used later. So it's not just about grinding, it's about adding that special touch. And voila, we have cement, but what's next? Finally, our cement is ready to hit the road. But it's not just hitching a ride to the nearest hardware store. Oh no, there's a process to this. As with everything in the cement-making world, first, we've got the packaging. The cement we've so painstakingly produced is packed into sturdy bags. These aren't your run-of-the-mill grocery bags, but bags designed to keep the cement dry and prevent any contamination. Each bag is filled with about 50 kilograms of cement. That's about the weight of a baby elephant if you're looking for a comparison. Once the cement is all bagged up, it's time for distribution. The bags are loaded onto trucks, trains, or sometimes even ships, depending on where they're headed. These vehicles then carry our cement to retailers or directly to construction sites. It's like a road trip for cement without the pit stops for snacks. But here's the tricky part. Cement doesn't like water. I mean, who likes soggy cement, right? So, it's crucial that these bags are stored properly to maintain the quality of the cement. They need to be kept in a dry place, away from any source of moisture. It's like a vacation for the cement, lounging around in a dry, comfortable environment. And that, folks, is the journey of cement, from a humble rock to the backbone of our buildings.